Hey guys, I'm Jessie Smoothy. I manage the Garage Barbershops in Bundaberg and I am here shooting some videos at the headquarters of Milkman. I hope you enjoy this series. So as you can see, I'm using our pear wood comb from Milkman, and this is a very delicate wood. It's what it does is, so once we get all your products like all your oils and balms in, it actually soaks into your pear wood, and each day you need to be brushing your beard, which is really good because this doesn't shred or rip the hair out at all.
Yeah, nice.
And you save on product because it's in the comb as well, so you're going to be replenishing that beard.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to crisp up these lines, and get rid of any of this frizziness as such, because we're going to get this to become quite a structured beard, and when we're going to be looking on the side profile, this is going to be nice and straight down here.
Alright, cool.
Alright, so we're going to do some really nice sharp angles today, and we're also going to clear this lip a little bit, and we're going to get into that Mo stick as well and get this sitting quite well. Okay,
Sounds good.
just to get it sitting good.
It's looking a lot better, even just with brushing it, like a good comb out.
This comb?
Already starts to, well, just the way you combed it out before.
The beard.
The beard's there
Yeah.
already.
Looking a lot more full.
Yeah. It's they need to be doing it each day. It's quite important, and it's a great way if you're going to be combing that beard out. It just changes your whole look. You know, you're going to be ready for the day. It's going to be looking really structured. I will educate you on what to use, when to use it with the Milkman product. The technology behind it is insane, you know.
Yeah, that's nice.
Alright, so I'm going to go in with my wild berets. And we're going to start getting a nice shape happening. I tend to start at the top of the ear. I just feel like it sets our foundation quite well for the rest of your beard. If you can start getting this line nice and crisp, you're going to be right the whole way through.
Yeah, nice.
So you can see through here, it's Jules, hey?
Yeah.
Jules, the hair, and you can see on a lot of the guys, they don't realize that the hair is growing back here as such. You know, a lot of them don't even see that. So we just want to go in and really start putting our lines in. You can do this a couple of different ways. You can either go in like I've just done and start doing this way, or you can also, so that you can see a lot better as to where you're going, you can direct the berets going straight into this beard through here. That way you know where you're going and you're not going to take too much.
How do you choose the line? Is it basically following the ear straight down?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I just, so on some of the guys you can really go with a more curved look, and also you just got to see what they like as well. On Jules, his facial structure and profile, the way that we want this beard to be sitting, when you're looking at him from the side, we want it to be quite a sharp, crisp beard. Don't ever rush your beards. You want to be able to take a good amount of time with them, just because, you know, it takes out these guys quite a long time to grow them, and to you know, they don't really want anyone taking any chunks out or getting your line work wrong. You know, you can always see it when you've taken that little bit too much. Just being careful with the berets as well. Sometimes if your style or technique is to sort of be pulling away a bit, that can actually the berets can catch onto that hair a little bit and pull, and it can just be that little bit uncomfortable for our guys. And just remembering as well that you're going to be going in with your cutthroat and really crisping up those lines with that straight razor. So I'm going to come in through here on the side and we just want to take this out a little bit from underneath. You can see through here, if you just pop your head up, Julia. Yeah, Jules. There's a lot of this hair under here, and we just want to just make sure, you've got to make sure that you're not going to be taking too much, but also you want that line to be quite crisp. So I'm just going to go in with my wild super tapers, and we're going to crisp this line up. So I'm just going to get our pearwood comb and brush this out that little bit.
And just for Jules' beard, would you, under that chin,
Yeah.
would you recommend having it rounded like it is now, or a pointed?
That really
beard?
depends on what our guys do like as well. What sort of style do you like?
Well, I like the sort of the lengthening of my face
That's
that the
right.
beard gives,
Yep,
if that
yep,
makes sense.
yep.
So like it coming
you want
to
accentuate that look more?
yeah,
Yep.
I think coming to like a sort of, not a triangle, but
Yep.
like a
Quite
the
angled
point
and then
is-
just a bit of a square base, like
yeah,
just
yeah,
that little bit.
yeah, 100%.
Yeah, so that's a really good point then, because we want to with the way that Jules does like it, we're going to elongate that look as such, you know. So we want to lengthen that look through here, and we're just going to square that off. But that gives us a chance to really get some good sharp angles too. With the sides here, you're wanting this to be a bit more tapered.
Yeah, like a little bit more, less fluffy out this way,
Yes.
and more pointed and straight down
Yes,
this way, if
yeah.
that makes sense.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fade this in a little bit,
Yeah.
and just take off this. We're just going to taper that through there, okay? And
Yeah.
that's
good.
really going to help with that angle. So I'm just going to start to where I really want this angle to be, knowing that Jules is going to be growing this that bit more. Just going in with the super tapers, having that real straight edge is actually helping us. You can see that it's
Yeah.
a little bit, you know, the way it's growing and stuff like that, it's a little bit uneven.
Yeah.
A few strays, so I'm just going to go in and crisp this up a bit. Ever so slightly, just taking it, you don't want to take this too short, you know, you still want to keep that length happening in the beard. Just a little bit of a tidy up under here. I usually also like to go in from a different angle, so when the guys are sitting up as well, that way you can see exactly how that's going to be sitting. So the way that I know where to put my guideline under here to square this line up is where I'm angling to structure this beard is where it's going to be the meeting point for our straight line up. Okay, so now I'm going to go through and finish sculpturing this beard by taking the super tapers over the top here and just straightening up all these flyaways. So just freehanding this, so we just want to be still keeping in mind that Jules wants to elongate this look. because you're trying to elongate this look, you don't want to be rounding this through the chin area. You want the profile to be going straight down. If you start to round that, you're going to take too much of that. Okay, so while I've got the berets, I'm just going to clear this lip a little bit. Do you tend to get the hair that curls on into the lip?
Yeah, it's annoying.
Yeah, so it's really important. So I'm going to clear this lip. So on Jules, it's sometimes the hair can really curl in and bother them a fair bit. So once I clear this lip, I always follow it with the Mo stick, the Milkman Mo stick. Just holds all the hair out the way. Not all of our guys can get in here to us for lineups every 1 to 2 weeks, so it's really good to have that Mo stick on you so that you can, it's very convenient, you can just have it in your pocket and it's a good size to carry around. That way you can just, even if before you eat or something, just pop it on and holds all the hair out the way. So I just want to go through here and just make sure that we're going to have a nice straight angle to complement this beard. So just going in, you can see that doing that dry, little bit of a dry shave, it actually, you can see, you can see the straight line through there, the crisp line. Just using the front corner just to go through here so that we're not taking too much. Sometimes if it gets that little bit too thick, I'll just quickly go through with the beret and just pop my little line in a little bit. So I'm just going to get rid of these stray hairs that I'm just not really wanting there. So I've actually created the crisp line with the dry shave. It just tends to move the dry skin that may be left behind on the actual face, and that is what gives you that nice crisp white line through there. Keep in mind that the vitamin E in this razor rail is actually going to be very good for any aging process as well. All the natural botanicals. So this is also going to be creating an aromatherapy effect on our guys too, with steaming of the face. Is that too hot?
No, it's fine.
Sure. How's that not too hot?
No, it's all good.
So I'm just going to be using a couple of drops of this razor rail just to get a closer glide.
Feel a bit like Darth Vader with this thing on.
And I like to just heat up our barbering brush, and this just gives it that added luxury as well. Just mixing these two together. So I'm just going to start shaving this hair away. Once our towel has cooled down a little bit and we're finished shaving, this is quite a nice feeling for the guys to have the cool towel. We're just wiping any of the excess oils away. So I'm going to go in now and use the 2-in-1 Milkman 2-in-1 shampoo and conditioner. We're just going to start. You can see that it can be a little bit wiry. We want the moisture to be going into this, so I'm just going to use So I would recommend about 3 pumps of this 2-in-1, and it's going to work like a fabric softener on our guys' beards. I'm just going to rub this through, making sure we get down to the base so that we are promoting the growth with our vitamin B5 and pulling the moisture into this beard. So I would recommend using this one about 3 times a week. You can use this in the shower or just the way that we're doing it today. I'm just going to, for this beard of Jules, it's a small to medium, so you're looking at actually medium to long beard. And we want to lock in the moisture from our 2-in-1. So I'm just going to use the droplet, about 3/4 of it. We're just going to ever so lightly pop our couple of so you can just drop this straight into your beard, making sure that it gets right to the base of the beard. And this is really hydrating for any guys that tend to get flakiness, itchiness. Making sure we rub that into the base. And then just emulsify this through to the ends of your beard. So any sparse areas or any patchiness, they're going to be stimulated to grow that bit more. Keeping in mind that we will be putting our beard into shape today with our balm and also your comb. How's that feeling so far?
Yeah, it feels really nice. Ever since the towel came off, every other step has been like, oh wow.
So I'm going to go in with our Milkman beard candy and also our Milkman nose stick. Just warming this up in the hands. We're just going to pop this through to the hair. This is really good to keep any flyaways away, especially if you're going out. This will dress the beard nicely for your event. I recommend using this in the day, just first thing in the morning, unless you are going out at night, but yeah, definitely per day. And this is really hydrating. This locks all your moisture in. So straight in with our Mo stick. And dress the Mo into shape. And for guys that tend to have any hair that might stick up around the nose area, this will lay it all down into place. Going to now sit Jules up, and we are going to make sure that we're molding our beard into shape.
Oh wow. I can see what you mean by the, yeah, that looks cool. I like it. That's mad.
So using our pearwood comb once again, all the oils are going onto this comb and dispersing of them evenly. You just put this into shape, okay? Dressing that beard nicely. And then we have created our structured beard today.
I like it.
Awesome.
That's awesome. Brilliant.